What's up, everybody?
What
Hope
up?
everyone's having a fantastic Friday morning. I know I am. I'm here today with my best old buddy, old pal, who's trying to leave me to go to Florida, Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna leave you, Nate. I'll drag you by the beard.
You better. You at least better get a big enough crib for us to have a little warehouse and a little loft for at least me.
Yeah. I'm gonna greet a few people. Paul says, "Give me them points." He gets the broski points today. Appreciate you being here, man.
He's on fire.
Ray's in the house, Sand Dollar. He is sharing. There's going to be a charity auction for Grimes Fines. We're going to help him rebuild his business and everything since it's burned down. There's also a GoFundMe that he shared there as well. So if you guys are interested in giving, you can go to that link at the GoFundMe and, send Justin some love. Got Dana in the house, probably looking for some cookie points. Got MacMan. He says his stores are looking like Black Friday. Help. I wish mine would look like Black Friday.
Amazon's been great lately, man. I
haven't even checked my Amazon yet today. We got Ron in the house. What's up, Burgundy Sales? Good to see you, my man. Got Alexis here.
She has a special request for you.
Yeah, I see that. I will absolutely keep you in my prayers. Absolutely. And if you ever need to, Alexis, you can always email me too. My email is just my first name and last name, AnthonySellender@gmail.com. So feel free to hit me up anytime. If you're going through something, I'd be happy to pray for you, talk to you, whatever. Justin Jacobs is in the house. He's praying for Alexis. Appreciate that. Reseller Man, what's going on? Glad that you're able to be here. Got Kelly, the Ecom Mom Ward, the mistress of the roundhouse kick. She don't play, folks. She don't play. Speaking of Kelly, you got Kelly Hip Flippin' Mama in the house. What's going on? Asiosa Sales. What's going on, Lisa? Great to see you. Tommy the Bargain Effect is back in the building, folks. Arthur Leslie, so awesome to see you, man. Thank you so much for coming over and joining us. Paul Antonelli is in the house. I just got off of Paul's morning show. Guys, just so you know, Monday through Friday, Paul does a morning show on his channel, which is just Paul Antonelli. You can click the 3 dots by his name. But he's before us every single day. So definitely go over there, show him some love. And we'll actually probably have him on the show next week. So you guys will, if you don't know Paul, you'll get to meet him next week for sure. Brittany Brands is in the house. Good to see you, Brittany. We have a Dapper Tiger. That's a pretty cool sounding name.
Arthur said, Paul, glad you had Anthony on this morning. Nice to learn more about others.
Yeah, thank you. Definitely appreciate you coming over here and checking out this morning show as well.
For sure.
Just me. Kathy's in the house. How was the queen of dumpster diving this morning, Kathy?
She has the dumpster videos on fire.
For real. I mean, she definitely does. I was just watching your video last night, Kathy, and you're over 2K already. That is amazing. You're killing the game. Hashtag Kathy for 100K. Let's get her that silver play button, guys.
Right.
Good morning to Penny Day. Thank you so much for coming over as well. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
MacMan's talking about Doo-Doo Brown. What's going on, Greg? No Money G. Glad that you're able to be here today. We have Swamp Picker in the house. What's going on, Glenn? Awesome to see you as well. Marie Perlette. She's up nice and early on this Friday the 13th. She's all the way over near Seattle, I believe. So she's, what is it, like 7 a.m. there?
Yep.
DC Sales, the master of the license plate, is with us. It's on her phone today. Dapper Tiger says that Kathy has his wife wanting to dumpster dive, and she's 7 months pregnant.
That would definitely go viral.
That would be awesome. You just got to be careful, like make sure she doesn't fall or anything crazy happen.
Yeah, she probably couldn't lean too much either, like going into like the dumpster because of her belly and stuff. You don't want to, do any damage or anything like that.
Yeah.
Shnikes. Ron said my GoPro should be coming today. Feels like Christmas. That's all.
That's awesome, dude.
That's how mine was when I got mine. Like, I think it was towards the end of garage sale season. I got to do some videos and stuff, and it's a fun experience, man. Especially the quality and how you're able to pick without having to use both your hands. And hold or use one of your hands, like hold the phone, and then it's just really awkward. So you definitely get that backpack mount or whatever. So they both used it. It's amazing. It's cheap. I think it's like $10 or something on Amazon.
So literally, this is all it is. And it just like folds around the backpack, and you just slide your GoPro right into this.
Yep.
It's super convenient. Works well for me.
Yeah.
They're actually, I don't know if I have an affiliate link to this or not. I'll have to double check. Do you have an affiliate link, Nate?
I do have some, but I don't know if that's one of them or not. I don't think I have that in there.
Yeah, I'll have to check to see if I have it too, because it definitely is a handy thing to have for recording.
You got Matt feeding flippers. Still didn't use the name, but I like it. What's up, man? I still wanted to say Matt vending and flipping though.
Yeah, no.
Kelly says for Dapper Tiger to get a grabber and she'll be good.
Yep.
Yeah, Ron, it's tough using a phone, man. Like we did it because I had to do it the other day because my GoPro died, and we're doing the dumpster videos, and so I was like, oh, I guess I'm gonna use my iPhone 11. So it's probably just the same quality as the GoPro 7 I have black, and it was just a pain having to hold the button and you know what I mean, just hold the phone. I'm worried about dropping my phone in a dumpster. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it makes it hard.
Good morning, Steven Scroggins. We got Lynn in the house, Perlini, Never Ending Saga. Thank you guys for being here. Definitely appreciate it.
Thank you so much for being with us this morning.
So we've gone 8 minutes into the show, and we haven't had anybody ask for a Mr. Burns update yet.
They're really on Fridays. There really honestly can't be one unless.
Oh yeah, touche, because you were off yesterday.
Yeah, unless like he calls me and tries to harass me or something, which is ultra rare because I probably won't answer the phone because it's Mr. Burns. Yeah, there really isn't any updates, sadly, but I'm sure either Monday or Tuesday we'll have another strong dose of Mr. Burns. That's for sure.
I don't know if Kent's out there counting or not, but there was one dropped.
Reseller man said he just won his first storage unit. It was only $10. We'll see if it's all trash or treasure.
That's awesome, reseller man. You should definitely record that. That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
also just hashtag Mr. Burns.
Yeah, for $10. I mean, even if there's a lot of stuff you have to throw away, I'm sure you're going to be able to make some money off that unit.
For sure.
Well, depending on what size it is, if it's all trash and super big and there's a little bit of stuff, it might not work out as good, but.
Yep. Nate and I are still on that hunt for a storage locker as well. I've been throwing some bids out there.
Yeah, I really want to at least try one or two just to try and see how it works out, and if it's something that we can add to our business models and stuff. I mean, why not? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Justin wants to know, how did the whole Mr. Burns thing start?
It's probably just talking about work or something, and I think maybe I was talking about how my wife met him for the first time, and she thought maybe he was this big guy, and then I just kept telling her, "No, it looks like Mr. Burns from The Simpsons," and that's basically it.
Yeah, Dana says, yeah, you said he looked like Mr. Burns.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like from head to toe, like of how Mr. Burns like stands, walks, hairline.
And you said he acts like him too, right?
Is like he'll throw on some glasses every once in a while, I think, and yeah, he has glasses, and I mean, to the T, guys. I mean, to the T. Other than of course, the cartoonish skin of yellow, it would be white. That's Mr. Burns.
Nice.
See, Dana remembers. She says, "Yeah, you said he looks like Mr. Burns." Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, honestly, he just to the T, to the T.
So let me ask you this, Nate. What would you do if, like, out of nowhere, we were doing a show one morning, and boom, Mr. Burns pops in as a special guest?
I would be utterly shocked.
And like the theme of the show could be like Nate's employee review. That would be awesome.
Someone would have to really do like a lot of digging to do that, because I was trying to find a picture of Mr. Burns just to show you privately or whatever. Yeah. You know, you can see what it looks like or whatever. And there was like nothing online. Like when you pop his name in, like even my work or whatever, like nothing was on there. So he must have like an underground like Facebook account or something like that.
Greg says, from what I've heard, Nate and Mr. Burns have a deep burning passion for each other. Yeah, that's how you got that safety poster.
The burning passion he means is must be like for of gas that I have that I want to like do brown on him because he's a jerk.
So essentially you're saying you're going to go to work and flagellate on the man.
I was one of them silent ones that make him pass out from it.
Nice. Every time I think of somebody going and farting on someone else, I always think of the Beavis and Butthead game for like SNES or Genesis, where like literally one goes around burping and the other one goes around farting, and that's how they like attack enemies.
I don't think I only played that once or twice. I don't think I played that much.
I used to play the heck out of it.
I don't remember how exactly it was, but I do remember glimpses of that game.
Yeah, so, it was legit.
So how's eBay sales for you, my friend?
Non-existent.
Yeah, it's been really crazy on eBay. And
all my sales are Macari today.
I had one Macari sale. I should have a bunch of money hitting my Macari account soon, but it just depends on when they get. I guess like one package got delivered yesterday. My first sale, I sold like it was a Disney Cars transporter or something I sold, and they got it yesterday. They didn't give me any feedback, which that sucks because now I have to wait 2 more days to get paid from that. I don't like the whole Macari holding your money for 3 days past the sale thing.
Yeah. No, I totally get that part. It's just a different structure. I think if anything, it's preparing me to be like ready for managed payments.
Yeah.
Not really looking forward to, but I know it's on the horizon. Especially being that eBay, like especially with their loan program and everything like that, they don't like really help as much as PayPal does. Like, because PayPal looks at your like business activity, whereas eBay, like their third party that gives out their working capital, they look at your like personal credit and stuff like that.
Right.
I don't have the best credit because we lived like idiots, like in my early 20s.
Dapper Tiger says, does anyone sell sporting goods? I'm sitting on some bats with everything shutting down. I'm curious if it will move. I'm sure it will move.
This is the time of year you'd want to list it anyway, just because of spring training and stuff like that. I would list it anyway. I just sold 2 bats last week, actually.
Whenever my opinion, like we talked about this yesterday a lot, but my opinion, I think things are going to really turn around for the better in the next couple weeks. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion, or maybe hopeful thinking. So after all this is said and done, I'm sure a lot of people are going to be hurting in their pockets, either from not working, needing to buy other stuff because they had to buy preventative things that, either they had to buy online, which maybe have been a little bit more money, or, whatever the case may be. So I think people are going to be definitely looking to buy kind of that stuff in the used market more because, maybe they're already having half a season. Why buy a new bat when they're going to need a bigger one next year? Or, well, he just needs a glove for this year because next year it's going to be bigger or whatever. So I would definitely list it. I think they'll do rather well. They might not move as normal, especially with everything kind of shutting down right now, like with all the sporting events, and I'm sure like baseball and everything. Like we got a phone call yesterday, I think it was. My wife said that they said basically prepare for your kids to be home for the next 3 to 4 weeks, that they're going to shut down our school district here shortly. And to just
you think your wife like stays home?
Yeah, like I'm just very grateful the way that everything's kind of situated with me and her, and the way she helps. And she, like yesterday, for example, I basically worked all day. You know what I mean? Like we went to the store after the show, and I did Amazon basically most of the night last night. And in just another case, like just with the school shutting down, like if I had to have like a babysitter watch or whatever, you know what I mean? Like that'd cost money and everything else. So, so it's just better. It's better that way. You know what I mean? My kids are taken care of by someone who knows them 100%. And it's not going to cost me anything extra.
Justin Jacobs is asking you, he says he missed the show yesterday. What's your logic behind being better in a couple weeks?
I think things will kind of clear up a little bit. You know what I mean? I think a lot of the stuff they're doing is preventative, and it's earlier. They probably should have did maybe a little bit earlier, but I mean it's spreading. But I think with what they're doing and preventing mass amounts of people getting together, like with schools and colleges and sporting events and everything else, that it will kind of, the numbers will kind of fade as long as people are getting better. You know what I mean? So if people aren't, so if it only takes one person to go into a mall or a Walmart or whatever, that could be infected and just touch everything and get tons of people just sick or whatever. So
good morning, Lauren.
I just think they're doing a pretty good job with, being very preventative. And they definitely have the funding involved to get people help if they are sick and everything too. So I honestly think everything will be okay in a few weeks, because I mean there's a lot of places I heard, like even Disney World's like closing down for a month. Like why would they just say a month? You know what I mean? Like now I'm sure that they can go longer, of course, but you know what I mean? Like eventually it's going to have to, people are going to eventually have to get better. You know what I mean? So even if we have to be kind of locked down for a couple of weeks or whatever. Kelly said their county has declared a local disaster, no public events over 250 people. Our church is going to stream service online instead of at the church. Yeah, that's very smart. It's very smart. Deep in the Sandbox says they're not testing people here with symptoms unless they have direct association of confirmed infections. What state are you in, Deep in the Sandbox? Because if you're in if you're in one of the states that have what's it called? Claimed, what is it called when the state, what they did?
State of
emergency,
something like that.
Yeah, I think if you're on one of the state of emergency places is like you just basically call your PCP or whatever, and they're supposed to be able to give you some type of test or check you out or whatever. They don't even want you going to the hospitals or going to the doctor's office, which would stink if I would get sick because I don't have a PCP. So I would have to find one in a hurry, which who would want to see me? Hey, I think I got the corona. You want to be my doctor? Click.
What's up, Victoria? Good to see you.
Kathy says it sucks that they're earning interest on our money for 3 or 4 days. We've already paid them enough in fees. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Correct me if I'm wrong. No, you're right about that. It's just the way they're kind of getting to float some cash. But I mean, in a way, I guess it's just the way they process things. Things do take a couple days to go through. Like if you've ever really paid attention to your credit cards and stuff or your debit card, you have stuff that goes in pending, and then then it goes through. So I mean, everything isn't instant, so it does take some time.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely sucks though that I wasn't going to say our country, but really the world is dealing with this right now because it's really taken a lot away from people. Not only their flexibility to be able to go and do normal everyday tasks, but I mean, me and Nate were talking about it last night. Like, how nice it would have been to just chill and watch like a basketball game last night. You know what I mean? Or like the Penguins play or something like that. But like even sports have shut down, which is crazy. Like they were talking about maybe even like postponing or canceling the Olympics, which like, I mean, I could understand because it'd be like all these people from all kinds of different places could potentially spread it. What's up, Justin? Grimes finds in the house. If somebody could again drop the link to Justin's GoFundMe, I'd really appreciate that. But yeah, guys, definitely show Justin some love and support if you can. He unfortunately had his business burned down a few days ago. So he's trying to rebuild, and he has employees to worry about and stuff like that. So definitely go show him some love, show him some support. If you're curious of what happened, how it happened, all that stuff, he has very in-depth videos the past couple days kind of explaining what's happened, what they're doing to kind of, get everything back up and running. And the real cool thing was I was watching his video last night, and they're going to rebuild a new warehouse, but they're building like a place where if you're in Texas, you can stop and you can actually go meet them and everything.
Yeah, I couldn't believe watching the video. You know what I'm saying? Like, It was one of those times where you click a video and you're like, I hope this is clickbait.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I hope this is clickbait, because there's certain people, there's certain people that really have a good heart and good soul about them. You know what I mean? And Justin's definitely one of them guys, man. Like,
yeah,
he's shown us a lot of support and has always been there for us. And he was gonna
for everybody too. That's the awesome thing, because you normally see somebody that has subscribers like Justin has, and not even saying like he has like a whole bunch, because he's still growing too, but a lot of people at that level, they're not as attainable or not as reachable as Justin is. And like, he's just kept that humble heart, and he's just such a incredible person. So I've been really happy to see the community kind of rally behind him. There is going to be a auction to also raise money
tomorrow.
It's tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah, 14th.
Awesome.
I set a reminder for it.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go do that myself. If anybody has that link, if you could drop that, I'd appreciate it as well. Definitely want to make sure that we continue to support Justin as he deals with everything that's going on.
He said he's meeting with a detective today. My soul is dirty. It's the Holy Spirit that's awesome. Holy Spirit is awesome, but your soul is not dirty, my friend. You're a good dude, man.
And washed with the precious blood of the Lamb.
You're a good dude, man. You really are. I really feel bad for you. You really had things rolling and building up, and you know what I mean. It took a step back, but you can get it back, man. And I know you will. You got drive, and you passion for what you do, and you got a good head on your shoulders, just keep your head, and things will get back to where they were, and we'll get better.
Yeah, I just dropped the GoFundMe link in the chat. So if anybody feels the inclination to go and show some support for Justin and his employees, and just to give whatever, nothing's too small, nothing's too big, whatever you feel led to or whatnot. Also, definitely you might want to go be a part of the auction or whatnot as well. So that'd be another good way to give towards this. But yeah, I definitely I commented on the video last night, and I said something about, like double portion on the back end of this. I really believe he's going to come out stronger and better on the other end of this than he was to begin with. God's got a plan.
I just got the
okay, here's the auction. Jennifer Hayes, thank you so much for dropping that in the.
That's what I was just dropping.
I'm going to set a reminder right now.
Jen, you're too fast for me.
So I got my reminder turned on.
Yeah, the link that I just dropped, that's for the auction. Just make sure to click the reminder. Give Thrift Trader a sub. So this way you got double notifications in case you missed. He says auction talk, please. It's going to be for Grimes on Thrift Trader's channel. I just dropped the link for it above the. So check that out. He said he might drive up to Oklahoma to surprise Jason. That's
awesome.
But yeah, I hope all is well. We'll be there to support you. Me and Anthony were talking about trying, before that was even put out, we're going to think of trying to do something like that. But Thrift Trader beat us to it. And honestly, it's probably better that he did it because he has more of a following. So a lot more people will be able to.
I agree.
To get the word out versus we're a lot smaller than him. So so I'm just happy somebody's doing something to help you out, man, and we'll be there.
Yep, definitely.
Even if I gotta get 1 hour of sleep, I'll be there. It is at 8, so.
But you probably will only have 1 hour of sleep, knowing you.
Probably. I don't know, man. Saturday, I might actually just kick back and just enjoy Saturday. I might do a little bit of eBay listing and stuff, but for the most part, I think Saturday's just going to be like a chill day for once, because I've really been sending in a lot of shipments. Like I sent in a huge shipment last week. I just sent out a smaller oversized one the other day, and then I sent out one, and then it was smaller. It was only like 100 pieces, and then I was looking around, and I'm like, I still got some other stuff I can send in. And then as I was thinking about doing that, one item completely sold out from 50 to 0. So I was like, well, I'm going to send in the last 21 I got. So we sent them in or whatever.
So yeah, we really haven't even touched on the topic yet, which is, I always like these type of shows where we can kind of have so much to talk about, but we barely even get to the topic.
Crocker's Larker says, up, kids? Dang, looks like they hit the lotto. You must see the lotto. I'll show you the lotto. Hold on.
All in. No, you got that from doing Amazon FBA.
No, I got this. I got that one at Dollar General or Dollar Tree when I was buying some replenishables. I got it for $2. Someone need some. I'm trying to think what they got for $2 there. They need some Excedrin migraine because it's hard to find. So I got that for $2. And this is all money I made FBA.
Nice.
We got this. We got Destiny in the house. What's up?
What's
Shamrock
up,
50. I guess there's some kind of screenshot or comment on that video or something. Someone's at the screenshot.
Am I going to have to go lace up the wrestling boots one last time? Squash someone for Grimes fines?
I mean, like the drama is crazy to begin with, and it stinks that it's on all social media platforms and everything, because this should be something that we all help people with, learning how to resell, learning niches, learning to make sure not to do this, to do this. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy that people can get like that, man. Like, and get upset, and then just like if someone honestly did something like that to Justin, say they did arson or whatever. I'm just talking completely, just randomly here. Say someone did that because he's on YouTube. Like, that is like just mind blowing. You know what I mean? Like, if that even had a chance of happening, hopefully, I hope no one did anything like that, because that would be really, really dumb.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it shouldn't be like that, man. It should be just, we should all be here to support everyone and to help everybody. And, it shouldn't be like that. It should be a community where everyone's helpful, and sometimes the drama just kills that enjoyment you get sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, especially like, like I'm not monetized. I'm not making any money doing these shows or anything like that. And you might make a little trickle here and there because you're not a huge channel or anything like that. So clearly we do this for the enjoyment of it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
when I wake up every morning, I get excited. I get excited to come on the show, to see all the different people that come out and support us every day, and and to hope to find someone and help somebody every chance we get. So
yeah, for sure.
It just sucks.
Macman said you stole his background.
My bad, Macman.
He stole my bank account.
I got an IOU for you. I got a couple ones.
You would too.
Make it rain.
Yeah, I definitely agree, Chris. It definitely is a labor of love.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, even if my channel would blow up, it's still not going to change me. And if it does, someone please come tell me, because I would want somebody to, because I do not want to be any different than I am right now. You know what I'm saying? I still always want to help people and do the right thing, and to be here for everybody if they need me, or anybody. But it's more of a friendship in the community that I really enjoy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, who else are you going to talk about reselling with?
Well, no,
like, people look at you like you have three heads. You start talking about thrift stores and going garage selling and stuff like that.
Well, not even that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, when I'm not working my full-time job and getting irritated with Mr. Burns, me coming home and just copying on a YouTube channel is me hanging out with my friends. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
I'm able to be myself and to lay back and have a few laughs, or bid on something, make some money on. Like, it's all stuff that I enjoy. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just really unfortunate, man.
Yeah, for sure.
But might as well hit the topic, right?
Yeah, might as well.
We're 34 minutes in. Might as well hit
present.
So I was trying to think of a good topic, and I figured what better topic than to talk about this now is retail arbitrage.
Yep.
And this goes for eBay and Amazon, the pros and cons of it, because there is a lot of pros and cons for this. Especially depending on your business model and your cash flow and where you're at in business and just your general knowledge. And there's so much stuff that this can vary case to case. And so we will always, with any topic that we have, we always love hearing from the chat what they think about it.
Yep.
So we can highlight it as we're going through and talking about ours. But of course, I want to hear from Pittsburgh first. So You go first, buddy.
What are the pros and cons? Okay, so I'll start off with a con. There's a lot more financial expenditures with retail arbitrage as there is to thrifting or like yard sales, that kind of stuff. So you need to have a lot more money to invest into product in order to like really get rolling with retail arbitrage. Not saying you can't go to Walmart and say you want to get this thing and it's on sale, you flip it for a little bit more. Yeah, you can do that, but to be real successful with it, you definitely need to have more money to invest than you would theoretically on thrifted items and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. That was the hardest thing, after I got out of I'm super early in the reselling game, like going to the store and spending $100 on stuff that it says it goes for this much. Do I spend it? Do I just wait? Do I go back to just buying clothing? Like it was very hard at the beginning because you're literally at a crossroads. Like it's something where I need to start investing money in, and new products tend to always sell better than used products for the most part, unless it's like vintage or whatever the case is.
Yeah.
But that was the hardest thing for me, was like, okay, like I did the garage sale thing, I did the thrift thing, now I'm doing retail arbitrage, and this is even before I did Amazon, and I'm looking through the clearance, and I'm like, and a lot of times I wouldn't really buy too much, you know what I'm saying? Because like what you said, there's just a lot of money that you have to drop, and there's a lot of uncertainty of when it's going to sell and everything else. So,
and Cajun actually said the pro to that would be there's a lot of money to be made. Oh, yeah. And that's true. I tend to find the margins with retail arbitrage, though, are much smaller as far as the profit you're going to make. So a lot of times, like I'll go, if I'm, for example, sourcing for Amazon, I'm just looking to do a double up. Like, can I find something I can double my money on? Whereas if I'm out thrifting or if I'm at a yard sale or something like that, if I'm only doubling my money, I'm probably not even going to mess with the item. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of money to be made, but it takes a little bit more money to make that money.
Now, the one thing I will say is, if it's an item that I know for sure, basically, that I'll get, say, $100 for or $200 for, say, like I buy like a brand new pair of Jordans retros or first ones that came through, like the first line of Jordans, and they're brand new or great condition in the box, I'll pay up for something like that, knowing that this is definitely going to sell for, and it probably will sell pretty quick as long as the size is not like a size 27, like Shaquille O'Neal shoe size or whatever. So that's more of something I want to start getting into more with, I think, the eBay side. I don't mind paying up for it as long as the chunk of profit is still there. So, like, say, for example, buy something for 50 and, sell it for 120. So this way I still make, if I make 50, I'm okay with that. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of what I'm going to start trying to do, because I think it will sell faster and I'll get a little more turn. For example, like those phones that I got the other day, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got 8 AT&T phones for $9 a piece. And someone sent me an offer and was like, I'll take all 8 of them for $30 a piece plus shipping. So with shipping, they end up paying $270. And it only cost me, I think, I got insurance and signature, the whole 9 yards, so it was like 20 for shipping. So I ended up making an extra 10 or so, but it was about the quick turn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
With everything that's going on with needing money for just stocking up on stuff in the house and just having an extra coin in my pocket just in case, just for family's sake. Because normally I'd run myself down and keep buying. Like, I still have some money in the account, but I'm just gonna basically hit the brakes on that for the fact of what's going on. But
Yeah.
you know, because of this, I have to like kind of change how I'm spending my cash flow all the way and everything. So
yeah,
it's just a lot different, you know.
What's up, Philly Road Tech? Thanks for joining us.
Good morning.
Matt said that he's doing a live show with Mark from the Mercado channel Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern. Cool. I'll definitely try to take a look at that.
Hopefully I'm home in time. I'm usually just getting home, so hopefully that works out.
Yeah. If I'm home, I'll definitely try to watch it.
Yeah, I see a comment up here from D. Where'd it go?
Paul has a good one too.
D says I'm too chicken to spend much on RA. I miss out on some deals. If you're buying stuff for Amazon, which I know you do some Amazon, you just gotta understand the ranking system. You know what I mean? When you're scanning that item and it's saying it's say 500K in books, then you're okay. You know what I'm saying? Or if it's 500K in grocery, run away because each category is different. So understanding the ranking system and getting something, you might want to start looking at Keepo, where it's only 17 or 15 bucks a month, something like that. And you know, you could see the whole sell-through rate of everything. Or you could send me a message like, hey, check out this UPC, I'll look it up for you. And you know, I'll give you my honest opinion on it if you like. But that little bit of money that you'll pay like that, even though it might cost say $100 or something a year, you're going to make so much more money because you're going to make those great buys that you'd have passed on and be like, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Flipping Particle says, like, just check the sell-through and don't be scared, for sure.
Hey, Craig.
Because if item's hot on Amazon, it's going to be hot. Even if it, you know, a new one starts to come out, it'll still sell because the price will start to come down a little bit.
Yeah.
So it'll be hot, trust me.
Paul had a good comment there, Nate.
Let me find them.
Don't worry.
There it goes.
Yeah. So Paul says one problem with retail arbitrage is you buy stuff at, say, Walmart on clearance. Every Walmart has those items, and you have to be the first to get them up to Amazon to sell before people start to drop the price. And that's something that happens a lot with retail arbitrage, especially with clearance. Like if you're going to like Walmart, Target, like those type of places, you really need to be either first or last with that inventory. And what I mean by that is if you're first, that means you're going to get the sales at like a good price, because if you're in that middle, people are going to be tanking the price, just trying to get rid of it. I do a lot of retail arbitrage for eBay too, since I'm gated on a lot of like toy categories and stuff like that with Amazon. So for me, it's like even eBay tanks prices on stuff. Like I've held these Supergirl action figures for a year and a half, and just in the last like 2 months they've started to sell for me, and that was a retail arbitrage buy. And basically the prices were tanked, like where I would make no money or lose money for like over a year, and then finally the prices started to come back up. So it's something to be mindful of too, is how long are you going to be sitting on that item to make the money whenever you're making a decision, should I buy this or shouldn't I buy this?
No, the one thing I will say is sometimes there's items that you don't even have to worry about that happening, because if the sell-through rate's so great where it's selling at such a rate that basically as soon as it gets in stock, it's selling, and it might drop a little bit, but nothing crazy. You know what I mean? Like you could just send it in and then, you know, just set your price and eventually it'll get to you. But what I'll do is either I'll get stuff and I'll pack it right away, like I'm talking like that night, send it in, or I'll look at the data, like on some stuff. I'd say I went deep on something, which I still have some stuff here that I bought for extremely low price, like $1.50. And I'm just gonna hold out because I mean, honestly, the only thing that's taken up is a little bit of room on my shelf. But you know what I mean, like that price is gonna come up because the sell-through rate's pretty strong. Now it is an item that's from Walmart too, so it makes it harder. But You just gotta be patient. You know what I'm saying? Like there's items that I bought not this Christmas, but last Christmas in January, like right after Christmas, and right when I started Amazon. I sent it into Amazon. Price went from like $20 to like $9, and it was a $4 item that I bought. So there was no money to be made. Like Anthony said, I lost money. So I recalled it, paid the 50 cents, and then Christmas time in November, I sent it in, and I made 5 of the $8 on them because they're going for a good price because of Christmas. So you just kind of like me. I'm still kind of new to Amazon in a way, but I'm really learning like the cycles and how things kind of really flow and go, like with the clearances and what sells, what doesn't, like what will sell really heavy. Like I'm starting to really learn that side of things, and once you get a hang of it, it gets better. But I try not to shop at Walmart, like Dee said. Like I try not to go there as much, but it's always an option to look at. I just with Walmart, you always have to be very careful. My bad.
So Matt was asking, how long is too long to hold on to an item?
Well, like for Amazon?
I would say for either platform. Like, say you buy something, the price tanks, it doesn't look like a real great buy. How long do you hold on to that item before saying, you know what, I'm just going to liquidate this? I'm either going to like do it in a big bulk lot, or I'm going to just flea market it. Like, how long do you hold on to the item with the hope of it regaining its value?
It depends where it's at. If it's here, I'll sit it on until Christmas time.
Uh-huh.
And then at the end of Christmas time, if it hasn't sold, then I'll just drop my price to break even and get out. You know what I mean? But like the stuff I'm sitting here right now, like I can make an easy 150 piece order just on the stuff in my basement right now. And I'm just holding out. And then part of that's strategically, like I knew that this would happen, but it was such a good deal that I couldn't pass it up. You know what I mean? So, you just bide your time. As long as it's not in the warehouse, you're not worrying about storage fees and different things like that. Just like if you would sell it on eBay, you're just taking up shelf space. Some people have a little more of a premium than others. Like, Anthony's a little more crowded in his basement, where with me, I'm starting to get adjusted down here, and I'm going to make like certain areas for certain things. So, honestly, I really have a lot of room down here. I just have to situate it correctly first.
Yeah. I would say for me, if it doesn't sell in 2 years, I'm looking to get rid of it like ASAP. Because I've found between a year to 2 years, that's normally when like toys start gaining their value again. At least that's the way it's been for me thus far on a lot of like bad retail arbitrage buys.
Yeah, Cajun Reseller says there's also items that aren't clearance that are worth buying. Just got to scan. 100%. That's how you find replenishables.
Yep.
And the replenishable is probably one of the most important things that you're looking for Amazon, because if it's something that says it sells 100 a month and you're able just to go get it and there's really not too much competition, that pays for all your shipping. That gets some extra coin in your pocket, and it helps pay for any like little services or your fees. That's the way I look at it. So like I have I think I have like 3 or 4 replenishables, and the one is a home run for the most part. It's just hard to keep in stock because sometimes when I order it, they get a little wonky with their shipping. I don't know why. It's not like it's coming from China or nothing, but and then the other one is just off and on kind of thing. So, but I love those things, man. Like that's how you get a nice base. It's almost like how I want to do like my wholesale. Like with that replenishable, I set like a base amount of sales, which should have like X amount of profit. So I can kind of land on that almost like a paycheck sort of. And then like with the wholesale, I'm going to be putting more money into it, of course. and my profit's not gonna be as good, but it just adds on top of that profit. So this way, I'm getting bigger and I'm making more money. And as I get adjusted to the cash flow getting sucked in, it's all going to get easier once the profit starts coming in. So that's what I'm trying to do with everything.
Drummer was asking if I'm using Scoutify. I'm not. The only thing I'm really using right now to research items is Natify. So I just hit up Nate and be like, dude, is this a good buy or not? I mean, if it's cheap enough and the rank seems decent enough, I'll just buy stuff and send it in. You know what I mean? But if it's something to where I'm going to have to shell out any form of like decent money and I'm not positive on the item, I'll definitely Natify it.
Craig asked, well, I recall, could you just held your price? Just asking. It was an item that doesn't sell great over the year, through the year. It's a Christmas gift item, basically, for the most part. I mean, it trickles sales, like it starts to get a little bit higher in the rank. And there were so many people just tanking it, like losing money or maybe they got it for $1 and they're making maybe a couple of dollars. But I was so, like, my price was like $4 or $5. It needed to be higher just to, make a little something. And I didn't want to sit there and have storage fees all the way to Christmas because it was basically it had been from January to Christmas. So I just didn't want to have to pay all that money. So I'd rather just recall it, save a little bit in that storage, and then just send it back in because it really wasn't too big or too heavy to worry about. But it was big enough to have to rack up some decent, I guess, monthly fees or whatever.
So Lisa is saying, can she pay for Natify and cookies?
Of course. I don't mind helping anybody with some data help or whatever. I mean, like, you just have to be okay with sharing some information with me. That's all, and trust me as a bearded reseller. You know what I mean? And honestly, I have no reason to step on anybody's toes or anything. I just want to help people. So if anybody ever needs help or a little bit of research on a SKU or an item, just ask. I don't mind giving you some free help. Just understand that, I am busy and when I'm working, I don't have to look at my phone a lot. But if I'm home, my phone's literally right here every second. So I answer
He's definitely helpful too. So I would suggest it. I use Natify. That's a thing. So Drummer says, does Keepa have an app for Android?
No, not yet. That's the only thing it stinks. You can log in with Chrome and just search. You either put in like the title or you can put in the ASIN or the UPC and it'll pop everything with that UPC up or whatever. But yeah, I mean that's basically what I do.
That Chicago guy wants to know if I'm going back to Canada for FBA again. It depends on how well my shipment that I have up there does. I'm going to put another repricer on it probably today after the show. And if that stuff sells through, absolutely. That would be awesome if I could get up there. I would say maybe even every 2 months to bring up a shipment, maybe a van load or something like that. That would be awesome. But until I see how it performs, I'm not going to put too much money and effort into it.
Yeah, Steven asked if 190K in health and beauty is good or not. Yeah, just like Ken said, it just depends on the item. You know what I mean? Like that's a smaller category, so you just have to be. That's one of those things where I personally would need Keepa to look it up because I don't sell a lot of health and beauty, but I do know that's a smaller category, so you would just have to be mindful of that. But yeah, like he said, that category is very volatile for sure. It goes up and down like crazy.
West Max Gary, what's up, my man?
What's up, buddy? Hope all is well over in sunny San Diego.
San Diego. Yeah, so what are some things that you guys could share about your experience at retail arbitrage? What are some pros, cons? What are some tips? Because I'm definitely open to learning because I feel that everybody has some form of value to add.
Steven Scroggins asks, have you ever bought a UPC? No. I haven't made anything from scratch, like listing wise. I basically want it to be up and rolling and shows a sales rank. If it has no sales rank, I basically won't even touch it. So, and if it's not on the site, I just don't. I tried to do a listing once, and it was just really pain. So I really honestly don't really want to do it unless I find something that's just like, oh my god, like I can't believe this $100 item's like $20, $5, where it's like a half to buy it. Yeah, that's like Ken says, only buy knowing you can afford to wait. I mean, that's what's great about clearance stuff, man. Like it's usually pretty cheap for the most part, unless you're buying something that's really expensive, and you know it's $50 an item instead of $250 or whatever. You know what I mean? So the stuff I got sitting, it's mostly dollar bills that, and it's not all that crazy amount or whatever. So yeah, I mean, just know that that's basically an investment. You know what I mean? It's an investment. It's sitting in accruing interest for you, and when you send it in, when it's ready, just like you're putting a pie in the oven, you're waiting for that thing to be done, and you're like, you're just ready to grub down. That's basically how I do my work.
Yeah. One thing I've been picking up lately, I picked it up the other day when we were out doing RA from Walmart. I like getting video games when they're underpriced, even if I have to pay up to get them. You know, like say, for example, if I pay like $30, knowing that I'll make 20 off of it. Normally, I don't like buying stuff unless I'm getting at least a double up. But on certain things like video games, they sell so fast, even just on, like, for example, this past time, I had 4 games that I found that were worth doing this with. I sent 2 to Amazon, which should pretty much sell, I would guess, any day now because they should be unpacking my order that they received last night. But the ones that I put on eBay already sold as well. So like sometimes you can pay up on retail arbitrage stuff and you don't make a killing, but you definitely make something that's worth it quick.
Dapper Tiger says, check online discounts and coupons. My wife and I had good luck with decor at Joanne Fabrics. I do a lot of online arbitrage, or I use things that, you know, give me discounts from like apps and different things too. Like another way you could save money, Dapper Tiger, is check out raise.com, RAISE.com. You can buy gift cards to basically anywhere except for like Amazon, Walmart, because those are like gold. They're actually worth the same. You know, people wouldn't even give you a 0.1% off because they're, you know, in demand like they are. Yeah, I use that, and I use Rakuten to stack discounts and stuff like that. So
well with that too,
like 16%, you know, off my order just from. So I remember one time I had Home Depot 15%, then Rakuten you get an extra 1%, then the gift cards, you know, they all stack. So it really works out. Ken asked if did they open my last box? Yeah, they finally did. All is well with my replenishable, thank goodness. I did call them, so I don't know if that helped or not, but I swear as soon as I called them, I think the next morning it was there, or it was starting to appear. Like 2 cases got open, and then 2 more cases got open, and the last couple got open either yesterday or the day before. But yeah, all is well, so I'm glad. Some of them are selling already too, so. I like
Gary.
Like I even like I still like Brickseek. And like we talked about this the other day, like I really don't count on the number. I just use that as like my odds of opportunity.
Yeah.
I mean, just like those phones I picked up when you were running around, like if I didn't have that app, I would not have known about that because they were not advertising those things. They had those things in the back.
Dude, I went and tried getting them from the Natrona Heights store yesterday, and they were supposed to have a few, but the guy couldn't find any back there.
I think a lot of that is either they hold them and put them in like a hold thing for whatever reason. I guess more like we'll put this back on the shelves later on type situation, or they send it off to like bulk or whatever, like some type of thing like that, and they just put it in pallets. So sometimes it's just catching it before that happens, because it definitely one of those two options definitely happens with clearance sometimes. They rather just throw it off to liquidation or whatever, maybe get a bit, make their lots look a little better than me or you to come get them and scoop them up for like $9 a piece or whatever. So
yeah,
they were awesome, but I don't mind paying the extra $9 a month. I use the online thing as well, which has been really good to me. I've made easily on one product alone, I've made enough to pay that whole year subscription off. So, I mean, that anything that can kind of give me a shortcut in the long run because of my short amount of time that I have, I don't mind paying $10 for that. Definitely don't. I love it.
I would love to pick Greg's mind here. He says most of his business is OA only. Like, I would love to have you on for an interview and maybe talk about OA, and you can kind of show us a few different strategies and stuff like that you use, because I just love that you can source without even leaving your house. So I would love to just get a better understanding of the way you do that.
Nobody says you're all price gougers. Shame on you all. What a way to live.
Yeah.
I mean, like we were talking about that a little bit yesterday or whatever. Like, honestly, like, if you really think about it, we're all price gouging because we all get stuff for cheap and we flip it. I mean, another man's junk is another man's treasure, is what I hear. So,
Gary says start selling pasta online. There's none left here in California.
Mamma mia! I'm gonna have to start making my own private label.
Do you know? I think I got some pasta up in the pantry right now. I could list.
Yeah, Dapper Tiger, definitely check out Raisin, because you get Rakuten % off plus whatever the gift cards are on there instant, and you save that money instantly. So if you bought, like, if say something's 10% off and you bought a $50 gift card, you'll save that $5 instantly. Plus you get the 1% Rakuten too. So it's a really good combo, and you can use that in store and online, the gift cards and stuff too. So if you're going out to eat, going to the movies, like me and Anthony went out to eat at Chili's or whatever. I bought gift cards that were, I think they were either 13 or 16%.
Yeah, so I think you said they were 16.
Yeah, so I was like, I got this. And then they did, they said, no. I says, I got this. I got 16% off. I got this.
Balling.
Plus, I owed Anthony a meal. And plus, what better way to get on Ash's good side than treat somebody to a meal? So it was my pleasure.
Well, I appreciated it.
Oh, I know you did. You bought me Denny's that one day, so I had to try and get you back.
I mean, I didn't buy it in the hopes of you one day rebuying it for me.
No, I mean, but that's just how I am, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like you buy me a drink, I'm buying you a drink the next time we go get something to drink. You know what I'm saying? Like, regardless of whatever you want to drink. You know what I mean? So I'm a back and forth person. I'm not gonna expect someone to buy stuff for me and not ever buy it back. You know what I mean? It's just, sometimes sometimes in reselling or in life, sometimes you're a little short. Not saying you were short or anything. I just want to do my part. But we all have. Sometimes our cash flow is a little screwed up. So maybe next time I'm screwed up, I'm like, hey, Anthony, got me on some Denny's.
I got you, man.
You know what I'm saying? But that's the type of friendship or in person I am. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna.
You know what we should do, dude? We should go to Denny's, and the person who eats the fewest pancakes should pay.
Bet we'll do that next time we go yard selling.
Yeah.
Dude, the amount of syrup in my beard would be insane.
That'd be awesome, dude.
I'm gonna have to bring.
We should live stream it, dude.
Oh, we can. Hopefully, will give me 1K. So share this out, guys. Let's get 1K. Let's get 1K so I can stream it for you guys. Nah.
Paul wants to know if you can elaborate a little bit on the paid version of BrickSync.
With
maybe you could even share your screen and show a little bit of it.
All right, yeah, I can do that. Let me pull it up real quick first and log in. So
Dana says pancake mukbang.
I'll do the bearded mukbang. All right, so here we go with some BrickSync. Okay, now there's a free version and there's a $9.99 version. $9.99 version, you can add alerts. So for say a certain product that you just think you might know that's on sale coming soon, you can put alerts as soon as any stores in your area or online have them. You can set those. It's almost like a little cheat sheet for just kind of like your shopping. But the thing I do, I go here, I go to trending online deals, and this will show me all the RA or OA stuff that I can grab right now. There's no, if it's in store or whatever, I always go to the newest because I want to get the hottest, newest thing because it's all about getting first. So any of the Amazon stuff, if it's for Amazon, for example, I don't even look at because, if we're selling for that cheap, then how am I going to make any money on it unless for some reason they drop the price and then I can kind of counter back in, but that's very rare. I just go through here and look, at certain deals or whatever, and they do a lot of the work for me. For example, let me go to something that's pretty decent here. Let's go to the cell phone, for example. Like it's probably ain't any good, but I'm just okay. So it tells me that the MSRP when it was added, and then the thing that's nice, you can hit this BrickSync snapshot, and this will show you the UPC. So if you're doing Amazon, you just scan that, and boop, it should go in the app. If not, then you got to search for it. But it gives you a little heads up, and then also you could see what's in store. So if I wanted to see if it's in store, I just hit show offers, and then it'll pull up my area. Now with the paid version, you get a wider area, which the wider area is basically anywhere I would be able to drive in a one-day trip, like a one-day and back trip in the same day type situation. Not, like I'm gone and come back the next day in a hotel. And so it'll check different things. If Amazon has this item in stock, it'll be right here. You could. Okay, so there's none in no stores have this in my area. By the way, that's why that didn't show up. If this was on Amazon third party or Amazon at all, it will be listed right here. Then I can just click that, and it'll show me that, and then I can see the Keepa charts. So let me go back into something I know it's on Amazon. This way I can really show you like a full thing of what I do. I'm sure this is on there. Okay, this is a good one to show. Okay, so this it's going for $8. It's going to my local stores for around $19. Now you can see the third parties. So these are probably like merch fulfill with shipping involved. So I click here. It's going to pull up my Amazon. I can go and look by all the different prices of who's merch fulfill. So it's going merch fulfill for $2 plus shipping, and FBA for $7. So of course I'm not going to buy that. But it also, I can see the Keepa data. So this item sells 68 a month. Tells me the ranking. It's in the top 1% of Xbox games with a 305 ranking, so that's good. So if this was a good buy, say for $1, $2, I would honestly buy it, and I'd be able to make money on it. So that's really, really cool. It just makes it really simple, really easy to do. Now, say I'm looking for something in my area, I can check Walmart in my area, and this is all the zip codes and stores in my area. And then I can check store by store. I mean, look at all these Walmarts.
Yeah.
These are all the Walmarts that are in a day's drive for me. So if I really wanted to do like some RA and hunt one item, I could definitely do that.
Dude,
So
we definitely need to do that though, man. Like, we should definitely make a day of that sometime. Make like a huge video of us just hitting, like every Walmart in PA or whatever. That'd be sweet,
right.
Dude.
Yeah, we could definitely do that. So like, I just go through here and look and see what's what. So here's a bolo or an item that I would probably maybe try and get depending on what it's selling for, because this is only $2.
Which one?
This JoJo bow.
You'd look nice in that too.
Yeah, that or my daughter, Put the right there in the beard.
Yeah, that would be hilarious.
So this is going for 12 at the lowest, so it might be merch fulfilled. Yeah, it's merch fulfilled for 12. It's FBA for $14.99. And then boom, I see the sales data. This sells 4 a month, so it's not that great. But hey, for $2 and the 15, maybe you buy 2 or 3 and you send one in every once in a while after it sells or whatever.
Yeah.
But also, okay, so I can also see what stores have stock. So like this one in Gibsonia has 6+. So anything with 6+, I definitely want to get, like 100%. Or they probably have it or should have it. And they actually have them even for $1, which makes it even better. You know what I mean? Like that's even cheaper. But all these stores have them for $2, $1, $2. So this would definitely be an item that's probably going to get flooded on Amazon. So this would probably be honestly one I probably wouldn't get or save until Christmas.
One question I kind of have for the chat, and just while Nate's explaining that, if you could just type it in, I'd be curious to know, because for me, I tend to lean more on retail arbitrage during the cold weather months than I do during yard sale season. Is that something that you guys do in whatever part of the world you're in like the colder times? Do you source more so from stores and stuff like that than you do from, yard sales and stuff like that?
See, honestly, for me, like the warm weather makes it better for Amazon too. People are out running around. They need different things. Mm-hmm. They're on vacation. They're home from college. They're buying stuff with their mom's credit card. And, you know what I mean? Like business actually gets better. There's no summer slowdown, I would say. At least for me. And maybe I'm smaller where I don't see a big difference. You know what I'm saying? But you know, like if I'm sure Eric might have a different opinion on it. Eric Bischoff, because he does pretty amazing Amazon stuff. But
yeah, he's kind of the man when it comes to Amazon.
But yeah, I mean, I enjoy Amazon a lot. Of course, the free version is limited down on the zip codes that they show. You can kind of cheat it if you want and switch your zip code to bring up different ones, but there's some parts of that where you don't get some of the stuff that I was showing you, I believe. I don't know if you get the online deals. I think that's only with the paid version. I've had the paid version from day one, so I apologize. I don't know exactly what is shown on that. You might not get the OA stuff on the free one, but yeah. But RA is year round. That just garage sale just makes it easier for me with eBay. You know what I mean? Like it just makes my eBay store run a little bit better. It gets me a little bit better stuff.
Dude, I love garage sales. Did you want to hit up some sales tomorrow, Nate?
Yeah, we can.
There's 28 sales within 20 minutes of me. And there's a couple good estate sales going on, like out near Monroeville, Murraysville area. There's an indoor fleet teak in Oakmont, which is semi-close. There's another, should be decent-sized church sale down near the north side. There's a lot going on, man. Like, here, let me show you. I don't know if you can see that.
Oh, yeah.
So we could definitely map something out.
Yeah, because yeah, I got enough money to do some thrifting and stuff, garage sale stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I'm not like balling this weekend or anything, but I definitely could, stand to go do a little, little sourcing for eBay.
Okay, I have a question for you. With Macari, how do I transfer my balance to myself?
Okay. I don't know that I have any balance in my Macari right now, but let me check.
Oh wait, I think I see it. Takes minutes for your money to appear in your checking account. You can cash out once a day up to $500 per month with a $2 fee per cash out. Government ID required. Or you can do a direct deposit. Takes 5 business days for money to appear in your bank account. For transfer fees less than 10, you will be charged $2. Dude, that sucks.
Would you be transferring less than $10?
No, I'm just saying, like, another 5 days to not pay the extra fee. Like, that's rough.
Yeah, for sure. I normally just let mine build till I get like around 100 or more, and then I'll transfer it. Although these last 2 times I've used my balance. I used it on my ring light, and then yesterday I ordered a blue Yeti while I was at the gym. So that should be coming in soon too.
Paul says the biggest difference between the paid is that you can create a shopping list by store and you can see the discounts by store. The free version doesn't show you. Do you see the OA version of stuff? Because the reason why I thought you didn't see that was because whenever I log in just without my username or whatever, it like kind of like pretends like it's locking that part of it out. Dapper Tiger said he cashes out every 100 too. Yeah, I got some other stuff coming in the next couple of days, so I'm just gonna wait, and just do it with I guess take the $2 fee or whatever. That'll be my garage sale money I can play with.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the free does show the online. That's good then. Yeah, I mean, now that you guys are gonna be using it, I have more competition, but that's all right. I like helping people. He says I'm a little rough around the edges. What? I put some extra line tamer in today just because I knew y'all was coming on Friday. But yeah, we should definitely do something Saturday.
Yeah, tomorrow.
I really don't have nothing planned. Like I said, I have technically 2 smaller Amazon orders getting picked up today, and I'm out of stuff really to send in there. I'm just trying to keep it packed because I had 35 orders go out yesterday.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to keep flooding it because it just seems like things are going out really fast right now with everything going on. Like people are just buying and buying. So And I'm just surprised it's more than normal everyday stuff. It's not I'm not selling any masks or any sanitizers or anything, so it's not like it's that type of stuff. But
yeah,
it's selling good, man. Like it's selling good. I just had to do my first yearly cleanup that they do every that they do or whatever. So if I would have kept that inventory in, I get hit with a year extra fee or whatever. That's like, or if you have something there for a whole year, you have to either recall it or if you keep it in there, they hit you with a big fine. Like it's almost like a fine. So I just had them destroy some of the stuff because it was some bad buys, stuff that never made it untanked yet.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm not talking about RA, Paul. I'm more or less talking about OA. So I typically do a good bit of OA on there. But like I said, I don't. If I cared, I wouldn't have showed it. I'd rather have everyone do better. I honestly do.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, my green screen. Yeah, I know. I don't know why it does it so it looks like pixelated on my hat or whatever. You know what I mean? Like I tried to like fix it.
And look at your beard; it's like wavy.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. Like I would mess with the settings, and that's about as good as it gets. Because when I had it before, and I have my green screen nice, I got enough light. I even turn off that light in the back so I wouldn't get any of that back like light where it's like you could see it through my screen. Hey, there's Cherry Picker. What's up?
What's going on, Veronica?
Nice to see you, Veronica. Haven't seen you in a little while. Hope all is well. What do you got planned for today?
Just gonna do some listing. That's about it.
You're gonna do work and hang out?
Probably not.
No.
Do some listing. I'm gonna record a unboxing of some auction lots I bought.
Oh yeah. Who'd you buy some lots from?
The ones that I have here came in yesterday. I have one from Doll's Dolly.
Oh, okay.
So a lot of remote controls. And then I got two from Paul Gate City Picker. 5 Harley Quinn action figures and a bunch of clothing.
Nice.
Like 20 pieces of clothing.
I'm gonna have to start grabbing stuff for our monthly one.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I'm be really excited to do buying a lot of stuff from the garage sales and stuff like that to bulk up that, because you know what I mean, like there's some things it's like I don't know if I should get it. You can always start an auction.
Yeah, I'm sure I will, Paul. I mean, those are pretty awesome deals that I got.
Tommy and Destiny are going live at 1 p.m. Central.
Right.
When tomorrow or today?
I think today.
Oh, okay, I thought they might have been talking about.
Her thing's at 11 Central, I think.
Yeah, that's right.
Tomorrow. Yeah.
I don't know why I always get that time messed up.
Kent says Mr. Burns wants you to stay home, Nate.
I wish. Did I talk about the quarantine thing? If we'd ever get quarantined at work, what would happen or whatever? Did I bring it up last time?
Yeah. We were talking about that maybe yesterday or the day before. And you were talking about how much you'd love to be quarantined next to Mr. Burns.
There's no way. They would have to have the National Guard come hold me down and put me into like a room like this. Here, let me show you the room I'd be in. I'd be in something like this. This is where I'd be at. If me and Mr. Burns were stuck in a quarantine situation for more than 8 hours, I would say, because I never have to deal with it more than that.
There'd probably be some major league spooning going on.
More like knifing.
Nice. So what you're saying is you would shank Mr. Burns.
I can't
Dude,
agree.
I feel like
agree or disagree with that statement.
I feel like you might have blocked Mr. Burns from coming in chat, dude. I haven't seen him all the past couple days.
He might still be timed out from the mass stomp down he got the other day.
Yeah, he did definitely get stomped down the other day.
John Jones says, you work in food distribution, right? Notice anything different lately? Yes, I do work in food distribution. Do I notice anything different? Honestly, no. I mean, like all the orders seem the same coming in, like especially our stuff, because we do like the backhaul stuff, which is like, you know, stuff that the truck drivers go pick up after they do their deliveries or whatever. So it's more local to where they're delivering. Honestly, no, man. Like everything seems cool. I mean, you know, they're being very mindful of everyone's health. That's for sure. Other than that, no, everything's cool. That was one thing I thought we would, you know, with everything going on, like say water and everything. I figured people would be ordering more water and different stuff just so they would have it. But nah, I know one thing. We definitely got a boatload of water. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I was looking at our system. We had like 4,000 cases of water, which is way more than we usually have.
How many do you normally carry?
Usually when we get an order, we usually have about 2,000 left. And then we get like, I think it's 900 cases at a time. So we usually stay around 2,000 or 3,000. So we're at 4,000. So maybe, I mean, but we didn't get it any different or extra.
Yeah.
It was actually just happened to come and we had that much left because I think a lot was going out that day. So
see you, Glenn. Thanks for stopping in, man.
Later, Glenn. Hope all's good, bud.
I'm sorry to hear that, Michelle. I'll definitely be praying for you guys. Her brother just lost his main gig job.
Oh, man.
Guess you don't have to worry about paying sick leave if you get rid of him. It's horrible.
That's crazy.
Let me know if you need anything. I'll be praying for you.
That's why I do reselling, guys. It's one of the main reasons why I do it, because no matter what happens, I at least have something coming in the house. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I'm not totally like screwed. You know what I mean? Where, you know, I've been there. And I was working a part-time job, like the last job before this one, for example. We worked through our busiest time, which is for the holidays, and we sold stuff to supermarkets. And I was a picker, and we're picking all day, all night, like crazy amounts of orders. And 10 days before Christmas, they called me in the office, and I thought it was for getting in the union because I was like second on the list, and the guy ahead of me was hurt. So I thought it was my time. Here they fired me and 40 other people 10 days before Christmas.
It's crazy.
Like, they even have like the cojones just to keep us at least till after Christmas. They released us when nobody else is going to be hiring. Like, it was way
too
late for that. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Michelle. I definitely understand. I feel like what you're going through or going to be going through and everything.
Did you freeze? He did freeze.
You there?
Yeah, I'm here. Did I freeze or did you freeze?
I think my computer like had some type of like needs to update something, which was really very, very, very weird. Very, very weird.
At first, I thought you were just like doing this awkward staring thing. So I just awkwardly stared back and I was waiting to see like who would break it. Then I saw like the little spinner thing. I'm like, oh, he's frozen. I'm just being a moron.
Yeah, I don't know what you guys heard, what you didn't, but I'm happy that I found reselling because, you know, it's just, you know, I'm able to hold up you know, do something to make some money in the household to be able to eat or whatever. You know what I mean? So,
Yep.
but yeah, drummer for sure. Like, you know, I always have a backup plan. Like, I don't know. My way of thinking is always, what if the worst thing in the world happens? Like, what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
That's what I always basically plan for the worst, which is terrible to think, but that's just how I am. I don't ever want to get caught off guard by anyone or anything. Kelly Coleman Ward says, "I wonder if they will start setting up FEMA stations in the area soon, giving out MREs because the grocery stores are empty." Yeah, I don't know. Our grocery stores are still packed.
Yeah.
Other than, like, you know, the toilet paper and the hand sanitizer.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, from what I understand, as long as it's not China goods, we're good. Macman wants to know when that government cheese and crackers are going to come back.
Hopefully soon, because that was some legit cheese.
I swear, but they use that kind of cheese at my work for these. They have like a little vending, like, convenience store thing, like in our break room, where like you can pay for stuff with the machine. There's like a machine, like a self checkout machine, and they got these burgers in there, and they're clearly not burgers. You know what I mean? They're just like the cheap deal burgers or something or whatever. Like, and then you put it in the microwave to heat it up, and the cheese doesn't even melt. It literally just sits there and like, think I'm gonna melt for that much heat. It's like it's super processed, like clearly not anything dairy cheese.
Yeah, Kelly says that Hip Flip and Daddy said the TP was all sold out at the grocery store.
Yeah, we went to the grocery store yesterday. We grabbed the last roll of like the good stuff. So we got 2 decent sized packs of toilet paper. My wife definitely stocked up to get ready to battle for we're stuck locked down or whatever for a couple weeks or whatever. Hip Flip and Mama said she sold a self preparedness book today.
Nice.
He said people were cleaning the shelves of everything at Myers yesterday, not just TP. That's crazy. Yeah, that's part of the reason why, like, you know, I didn't spend down as much as I usually do with restocking Amazon and just sourcing. I want to make sure I have whatever we need to get through.
Tell you what, with all this toilet paper shortages, bidet for the win.
That's what my wife said. Go get a bidet. We need a bidet. I'm like,
we need to start selling bidets.
I need my beard as a thing, like on the front part of the seat.
Kelly said she sold a self-preparedness book today. That's cool.
That's what I said. Yeah. MacMan wants to know: have they considered your guys' state of emergency?
No. Right now, they've just considered us a state of awesomeness.
Yeah, it's really. I mean, let me check the update for PA real quick. Last I checked, it was like 22 or something. But
Dapper Tiger.
Oh,
he says you just need to watch your AWS.
Here's a thing on CNN for breakdown on cases by state. Here, I might as well share this.
Have I seen the spotted lantern flies in Pittsburgh? No. Kelly says Michigan is a state of emergency now.
Cases of novel coronavirus have been confirmed in 47 states as of Friday, March 13th. Okay, we got 5 cases in PA.
Demonetized over here, man.
Yeah, we got 5. I don't understand these bubbles. I thought
What's the closest one to us?
Mill Estate. Here's all the numbers, I guess. So, where's Pennsylvania on this list? We got 21. The worst is Washington. 457. New York, 328. California, 175. Massachusetts. Colorado, 49. Be careful out there, cherry picker.
Yeah.
Marie definitely better be careful. They got a lot of cases out that way.
But I wonder if these kids that are out, like, because Dee says that all Michigan schools are out or closed until April. I'm wondering if these kids are going to even have a summer vacation due to this virus.
Yeah, they might not. That would stink. Whoa, what is this?
I don't know. Taking a health survey?
CNN trying to make me do a survey or something or get my email. There's Mama in Michigan, 12. It just seems like it's really bad in just these couple. So that's because of the population or whatever, I guess. I'm surprised Washington is higher than California.
Yeah. Well, it's probably because of all the people flying there, because that's like the capital, you know? Are you talking about D.C. or the state?
I'm guessing this is the state.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was going to say I could see D.C.
So Virginia would be here with 17. So it's actually pretty low.
Yeah, I don't know.
And this was prepared today at 8 o'clock Eastern. So that was 3 hours ago. So I think Pennsylvania was. I think we didn't get any more cases since yesterday. But I'm sure this could be a. See the vital signs. Let me give you all some corona knowledge. Because I don't even know, to be honest. Well, I guess this isn't really what I thought it was going to be. All right, enough of this.
Chinese medicine.
Tomfoolery.
Yeah.
Matthew Jones, welcome. He said, Washington had nursing homes that had a bunch of people to bring their totals up. Oh, man,
that makes sense.
That's like the worst news, too. Because, like, the older people are the ones that are, like, the worst targeted from what they were saying.
Oh, wow. Ansley says the news says they were fighting over wine at Sam's, broke the bottles to end the fight.
Gangster. ATL got crazy.
Sydney says go to the CDC site, not the media.
Okay, I'll go there. Thanks for telling me that. For the CTC.gov.
I just type in CDC and it'll probably bring it up, like in Google.
Here. This cancer death rates have continued to decline. That's good. Let's see if I can find this for you guys. Cases in the United States.
Kelly needs to stock up on chocolate for stress eating. I'm down for that.
Okay, so let me share this. See how close CNN is or whatever. Travel related is 199. Close contact 102. Under investigation 988. Total cases. So under investigation.
Kitty cat.
Okay, so Pennsylvania is 16, so that is less, or range 11 to 20, so that's basically the same. New York's 201 to 500, 217 cases. Washington's 366. So yeah, CNN was a little high. So that was good info. Cindy, thanks. I just clicked through Google and just picked one, so I apologize if I was throwing some fake numbers out there. What's out in Georgia? 31. But there's none in West Virginia. There's none in Alabama. There's none in Mississippi. There's none in Wyoming. None in Idaho. And none in North Dakota.
Hey, have a good day, Gary. Appreciate you hanging out, man.
Later, Gary. Stay safe out there, buddy. Yeah. It's interesting. But the thing I don't like is like under investigation.
Yeah.
Like why is it under investigation and why so many? Like, is it because they just didn't get tested or they think they have it? Like, that's where I think a lot of this is like a little bit up in the air. But like I said, it could be because they just don't have all the tests to test everyone. You know what I mean?
Yep.
CDC is no longer reporting the number of persons under investigation that have been tested, as well as PUIs that have been tested negative. Now the states are testing and reporting their own results. CDC numbers are not representative of all testing done nationwide. Huh. Oh, well. All right, guys. Well, hope you guys have a fantastic Friday. And thank you to all the new people that came in.
Yeah, we appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much.
If you aren't subscribed to me or Anthony, we're on my channel now. Make sure you click that bell and subscribe. And please hit all notifications. I really appreciate that. And also, Pittsburgh's channel is in the description as well. We do this Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern. We rotate channels, so the next show will be Monday on Anthony's channel. And we appreciate you. I hope everyone's doing well. Anthony, got anything you want to add before we close it out?
No, I'm just finishing up editing a video now, so you guys will be able to see another collab video of me and Nate released on my channel today. All right, guys. Stay safe and make that money. We appreciate it.